In this video, I'll be going over some of the concepts related to mission and vision statements, as well as the LDP3 assignment, our Personal Mission and Vision Business Memo. Strategic planning is a key function of an organization's management that helps to set priorities, allocate resources, and ensure that everyone is working towards common goals and objectives. However, for strategic planning to be effective, there are two important tools that are needed: a mission statement and a vision statement. These serve as a guide for creating objectives and goals in the organization, thus providing a roadmap that is to be followed by everyone. A mission communicates the organization's reason for being, how it aims to serve its key stakeholders. Think of a mission as a company's purpose for being. The vision is a future-oriented declaration of the organization's purpose and aspirations. And based on these purposes, this is what we want to become. So one way to think about the vision is if you could close your eyes and envision what the future looks like, this is what you want to capture in a vision statement. The mission and vision statement should reflect the values of the organization, or the beliefs in which they are emotionally invested. Unfortunately, despite the importance of vision and mission statements, many organizations do not have them. In other cases, the two statements are lumped together as one or used interchangeably despite their distinctive differences. This can create a confusion in the organization that makes it harder to achieve the set objectives and goals. Having mission and vision statements can instill a sense of belonging and identity to employees. This motivates them to work harder in order to achieve success. The mission statement acts as a North Star, where it provides the direction that is to be followed by the organization, while the vision statement provides the goal or destination to be reached by following this direction. The mission and vision statements also help to properly align the resources of an organization towards achieving a successful future. The mission statement provides the organization with a clear and effective guide for making decisions, while the vision statement ensures that all the decisions made are properly aligned with what the organization hopes to achieve. When everyone is working towards a single purpose, this can help increase efficiency and productivity in the organization. With clear mission and vision statements, organizations can then establish goals and objectives. Goals are outcome statements that define what an organization is trying to accomplish programmatically and organizationally. From there, objectives provide precise, time-based, measurable actions that support the completion of a goal. And there's a saying, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. So measures are actual metrics used to gauge performance on our objectives. You'll dive deeper into these concepts in Chapter 6 in Week 13, but I'm providing a preview of these concepts so you can see how they fit in the bigger picture as it relates to mission and vision statements. Let's put it all together. So with our mission statement and vision statement, this allows us to communicate an organization's purpose and values to all of its key stakeholders. Recall that stakeholders are those parties that have some influence on the organization and have a stake in its future. So these can be employees, customers, investors, suppliers, or anyone that interacts with the organization in a meaningful way. From there, an organization will develop a strategy. This is the planning phase based on the mission and vision statements. With that strategy or guide, we can then establish goals and objectives that are specific to the actions the company needs to take. So here we are on our homepage, and I'll go ahead and click into the weekly modules and take us to the LDP3 assignment. So I'll go ahead and minimize some old weeks. Here we are in week 4. This is the setting direction where we're focused on the mission and vision statements. Right here is the LDP3 Personal Mission and Vision Business Memo. In class this week, we'll work on some of the components for this business memo, but let's go ahead and take a closer look at the assignment. In preparation of this assignment, you should have already read Chapter 4 and the specific readings from the reading post. In addition, we'll begin developing our mission and vision statements in class. And in the upcoming weeks, we will form critical friends groups where you will provide feedback to one another's mission and vision statements via a discussion board, as well as verbally in class through breakout rooms. So this assignment is based on the 5-step plan you read about in Chapter 4, Section 8. Here are the components. So the first thing you want to do is identify 4 or 5 recent examples of a past success. Imagine if you met someone in an elevator and they asked about you. You would be able to highlight these wonderful successes about yourself. The next item is listing out your core values. These are the 5 or 6 important values that we developed in class through the Discovering Our Values discussion board and activity. I will facilitate this exercise to help you identify your values. The third item has you identifying the contributions or the ways you can make a difference to the stakeholders around you. The stakeholders in this case is the world in general or society, your family, your employer or future employers, your friends, and your community. So think about the potential impact you can have or are already having on these stakeholders. Next is item 4. At a high level, I want you to identify some goals for yourself, both short-term, meaning within the next 3 years, and long-term, beyond 3 years. As I mentioned before, we'll dive deeper into goals and objectives later in the semester, where you'll learn to create SMART goals. So this item right here is really a rough draft on the goals that you want to focus on, as they will help you figure out what your mission and vision statements should look like. Once you've got items 1 through 4 ready to go, then you can create your mission and vision statements based on these components. Thus, your mission and vision statements should reflect your strengths, as identified in item 1, your values, as identified in item 2, the ways in which you can make a difference in item 3, and where you see yourself in the future in item 4. The format of this paper is a business memo, and I have a template of a business memo right here. This will give you practice on preparing a professional document. In addition, I have 2 examples of a personal mission and vision business memo here. So let's go ahead and look at the first one. So as you can see in this business memo, this student decided to write in bullets, which is totally fine. Here are her past successes. Here she's identified her core values. Here are her contributions to the various stakeholders. And then she's got some goals, both short and long term. And then scrolling towards the bottom, you can see here are her mission and vision statements. And I do have a second example listed here too, so you can check that out. Ultimately, the purpose of this assignment is to help you identify your purpose and where you want to go in the future. As you make decisions along your academic and career journey, having mission and vision statements can help you stay on track. In addition, the contents from this assignment will go into your final leadership development plan at the end of the semester. So if you have any questions, just let me know.